My name is Kat. I'm from Russia, from Moscow. I'm turning 35 in 2 weeks, and I live in Barcelona for over 3 years now. I have quite a long love story with Barcelona. I started visiting it around 13 years ago, and I was thinking of moving here, and then I was not ready. I was not ready this year, next year, and then I just decided that if I don't do it now, I will not do it ever. So originally I chose FREEDA because my lawyers who are helping me to relocate here suggested the school. And after going through social media and website, I figured that's the right choice. I see a lot of improvement in my daily life after learning Spanish, because I can now feel like I'm the part of the society here. I understand what's going on around me. I understand the traditions and the culture better, and I can communicate with people. Well, when I started learning Spanish in FREEDA, technically I was not 0-0 because I started ages ago in Russia at my university, but back then I didn't think that I will actually need the language, so I was a bit lazy at classes, I was skipping a lot, and my level was not good at all. So I decided to start from zero here so I can refresh everything I knew already and then just solidify, get better with the language. The first classes were a bit intimidating, I'd say, because everything was in Spanish. But since I had like some words somewhere in the back of my head, it was a bit easier to remember and to get into learning. So I was studying for 2 years. Originally, I was learning Spanish. I got to C1 level, and I got quite confident in my language. And now I feel like I can watch movies or read books, which I don't do quite often, unfortunately, but I can. And then I started learning Catalan as well, because I felt like for life in Barcelona, Catalan is a sign of respect of the local culture, of the local tradition. And also I started learning it after, like, my final decision was after I went to the King's Parade. And then they were all talking in Catalan, and I was having so much fun, but I couldn't understand what's happening around me. And I was like, okay, if I want to be really a part of this, I need Catalan. So I learned it for 9 months, around that. And my current level is B1. And I don't feel that confident in Catalan yet, like in Spanish, but I'm trying my best and I'm trying to do it sometimes. I have many good memories, to be honest. I remember on my first or second year, when we had the carnival at school, and my group, we did not participate like in every single day, but there was one day when we had to pick colors for our costumes, and then we decided to choose pink. And it was really funny because we had some boys as well, and they also made an attempt to wear like pink suits and pink sweaters. And then I also really enjoyed Calçotada last year when we went to this little farm outside of Barcelona with horses, dogs, and everything. It was really sweet. As I made some friends here, I met some cool people from my country first, and we're still friends. We're still going out together. And then I had some friends from other countries. But the thing is that I had a couple of friends from other European countries, and they didn't mean to stay here. So I met a very nice girl from Germany. We spent some good times together, but then she left because she never planned to live here. And then I have a very good friend from States who was studying Spanish and a bit of Catalan with me, and we're still seeing each other as well. The first impression was a bit weird because I was already in my 30s and I had 2 degrees in my country and I was learning languages basically my whole life. So once I finished at like 28 maybe, I thought that's it. I'm not learning anything else. I'm not going to any schools anymore. I'm a grown up. I'm going to work. And then going back to studies was a bit weird at first because you're going back to these textbooks, pen and paper and all that. But then I was so inspired by learning because I was learning like new words every day and then I could just go and use them. And then you're more and more proud of yourself once you understand you can understand people better. And then first I thought that okay, people are just being nice, they're trying to speak slowly so I would understand. And then at some point I just realized that they're not speaking slow, they're speaking like in their normal pace and I can understand. I was like, wow, so I can go to the bank, I can go to the doctor. Wow, I can actually like speak and explain myself. Well, of course, I will recommend FREEDA to other students. I actually recommended FREEDA to my boyfriend who moved later and he studied here for a year as well. And I would recommend it because, especially when you're starting to learn something new when you're grown up, these old techniques that are used in schools, they're not working for you anymore because you are not motivated by like good marks, by not being punished by your parents when you get a bad one. You have your own motivation, but you need like a small push. And if this push comes as something you don't like, it will not work. But then here in FREEDA, I felt like all the people I was studying with and all people I was seeing, they're very nice, they're very supportive. And there are also a lot of these moments of fun during classes, so there are games, there are cultural intermissions, and that's what makes FREEDA so amazing, I think.